Australia, a country 11,000 kilometers away. Sometimes the greatest journeys begin with something as simple as love and a longing to hold family close again. For this South African couple, the trip to Brisbane was about one thing and one thing only: to hold the hand of a grandchild again. The moment we stepped off the plane, our hearts full and eyes misty, nothing else mattered. But then, Australia began to reveal itself. The colors, the light, the endless blue of the ocean brushing against the golden sands, the laughter echoing through the bustling streets and quiet parks, kangaroos at sunrise, city skylines glowing at dusk, and a land so vast and breathtaking it stirred something deep inside us. What began as a visit became a rediscovery, a reminder that the world is wider and more beautiful than they ever imagined, and that love, whether in South Africa or Australia, always finds a way to feel like home. Join us for this series on Australia from our viewpoint as we explore this incredible journey of family, wonder, and unexpected beauty through the eyes of two hearts that crossed the ocean for love and found magic waiting on the other side. Welcome to Brisbane's incredible riverside playground of flavors, lights and music, Eat Street Northshore. If you're looking for a night out that's colourful, delicious and full of energy, this is one spot you simply cannot miss. As you arrive, the excitement begins immediately. Eatstreet is built entirely from bright, reimagined shipping containers, a maze of glowing alleys, neon signs, and aromas drifting through the air. And the best part? It's super accessible with just a small entrance fee at the gate, giving you full access to the entire experience inside. Step through the entrance and suddenly you're part of a world festival. On one side, the Brisbane River shimmers gently in the fading light. If you time your visit right, and you absolutely should, you'll catch one of the best sunset views in the city. The sky transforms into streaks of orange and purple, the river reflects the colors, and Eat Street lights up like it's waking for the night. Cameras out, this is the moment everyone wants. But the real adventure, it's the food. Everywhere you turn, there's something sizzling, steaming, or sweet. Wander past stalls serving smoky American barbecue, Japanese gyoza, Spanish paella, fresh seafood, Vietnamese noodles, Thai curries, and that's just the beginning. For the sweet tooths, there's waffle creations stacked with toppings, loaded donuts, churros dipped in chocolate, and ice cream you can customize to your heart's content. Eat Street isn't just dinner, it's a global tasting tour in one walk. And then, as if choosing your meal isn't hard enough, the live entertainment kicks in. Bands, solo performers, and sometimes even dancers take the stage, scattered throughout the venue. The music spills into the walkways, giving the whole place a buzzing festival vibe. One moment you're eating dumplings, the next you're tapping your feet to live acoustic sets, or watching the crowd gather around a high energy performance. What really makes Eat Street special is how it brings everyone together. Families, couples, tourists, locals, all sharing food under a canopy of lights with the river flowing quietly beside them. It's fun, it's vibrant, and it feels like the world's best night market fused with the spirit of Brisbane itself. So, if you're visiting Queensland's capital, make sure Eat Street is on your list. Come hungry, come curious, and come ready for one of Brisbane's most iconic and exciting experiences. Whether it's the food, the sunset views, or the entertainment, you're guaranteed to walk away with a full stomach and a big smile. This is Eat Street, and this is Brisbane at its brightest. There's something magical that happens in Brisbane when the sun dips behind the horizon and the city switches on its nighttime sparkle. Tonight, we're taking you on one of the most romantic journeys in the city, a gentle, glittering ferry ride along the Brisbane River. The adventure begins the moment you step onto the riverside walkways. Soft light glows along the path, guiding you towards the terminal like a trail of warm fireflies. The river breeze brushes past, cool and calming, carrying the distant hum of the city. Here, the world seems to slow down, and every step feels like the start of something beautiful. As you reach the ferry terminal, the lights shimmer on the water, dancing and bending with the current. Ferries glide in and out like quiet ghosts of the river, each one creating ripples that catch reflections of skyscrapers above. There's a peaceful sense of rhythm, arrive, depart, arrive again, almost like the heartbeat of Brisbane itself. Then the moment arrives. You step aboard, the engines hum softly beneath your feet, and the ferry drifts away from the platform. Almost instantly, the city opens up around you. Brisbane at night is breathtaking. Towers glowing with gold and white, windows twinkling like stars, and the river acting as a perfect mirror for every bit of light the city wants to show off. The further the ferry glides, the more enchanting the view becomes. Bridges rise above you like illuminated archways leading into a fairy tale. Riverside restaurants pull warm lights onto the water. Couples stroll along the boardwalks. Cyclists roll by in quiet silhouettes. And all of it feels connected to the river, the lifeline of Brisbane. And then you see it, the storybridge, majestic, iconic, and impossibly beautiful at night. Its steel skeleton glows in a rainbow of colors, reflecting across the surface of the water like a painting come alive. As the ferry passes beneath it, you can't help but look up. The patterns, the lights, the symmetry, everything feels larger than life. For a moment, it's just you, the river, and the heartbeat of the city overhead. Past the bridge, the ferry slips through calmer waters. You watch neighborhoods drift by. New Farm, Kangaroo Point, the edge of South Bank, each one dotted lights that whisper their own stories. And all the while, the ferry keeps that slow cinematic glide, letting you take in every corner of Brisbane's night glow. There's a romance to it that's hard to describe. Maybe it's the mix of stillness and movement. Maybe it's the skyline reflecting in the water. Or maybe it's simply the feeling of drifting through a city that invites you to fall in love with it over and over again. As the ferry approaches the new terminal, you feel the journey gently coming to an end, but the magic lingers. The shimmering water, the storybridge fading behind you, and the soft lights of Brisbane welcoming you back to shore. A Brisbane River ferry ride at night isn't just transport, it's a cinematic experience, a quiet escape, a romantic moment wrapped in city lights, and a reminder of why Brisbane is a place that stays with you long after the journey ends. Look at this, you can leave your bike outside, you'll find it when you come back. If you find a scooter and it's green, you can tap your card and you can go. But if you find a scooter that's red, it's somebody's already.
Laat hem afbetaal. Dit kan ik niet.
Pets are not permitted. Welcome to the Skydeck at the Star Brisbane, where the city doesn't just sparkle, it explodes into life. Tonight you're heading 23 floors up to one of the most breathtaking night views in Queensland. The moment you step out onto the Skydeck, the energy hits you like a wave. Glass walls stretch from floor to ceiling, and Brisbane's skyline fills your entire view. Towering buildings glowing gold, the river reflecting ribbons of color, and the city buzzing beneath you like a living circuit board. And then the walk, the glass walkway on the 23rd floor. You look down and see Brisbane glowing right under your feet. Lights shimmer, cars move like tiny sparks, and the river twists like a glowing path through the heart of the city. It's thrilling, it's surreal, and it makes you feel like you're floating above Brisbane. As you move along the terrace, the music from the bar blends with the wind at its height. The atmosphere is alive. Laughing voices, the clink of glasses, and the constant sparkle of the skylight all around you. It's the perfect mix of nightlife and skyline magic. Look towards the horizon and you'll spot iconic landmarks lighting up the night. The Storybridge shifting colors in the distance, the riverside precinct glowing softly, and the entire city stretching out like a glittering blanket. Whether you're here for a drink, a celebration, or just a view, the Skydeck delivers something unforgettable. It's high energy, high altitude, and the perfect way to take in Brisbane from above. So, if you're exploring the city after dark, make your way to the Star Skydeck, because up here the night doesn't just look good, it feels electric.
goed lucht is gewoon heel erg leuk. Alles geprojecteerd is hier.
Het zien mensen er heel leuk.